Let me ask you something. If I handed you $10,000 right now, no strings attached, what would you do with it? Would you spend it, save it, invest it? Be honest. Because how you answer that question says a lot about how ready you are to build wealth and not just buy things. Let's talk about savings, the bricks that actually build the house. You see, budgeting tells your money where to go, but the money that you put towards your savings tells your future who's in control. And if you're dreaming of owning a home or leveling up financially, this is the step that separates dreamers from doers. Now, I want to tell you about a story, a true one. Back in the 1940s, a psychologist named B.F. Skinner trained pigeons to play ping pong. I know, right? Yes, real pigeons. These birds were batting balls back and forth for food. But here's the twist. When he stopped rewarding them consistently, the pigeons started hitting the ball faster, hoping the next hit would be the one that paid. Sound familiar? That's how most of us treat our paychecks. We work harder, hoping that the next one will be finally enough. But it never is, because we're reacting, not planning. Why? Because we've been trained to think saving is optional, something we'll get to after life slows down. But you know what? Life doesn't ever slow down. It speeds up, actually. Bills, birthdays, brunches, Amazon, all of it moves fast. If you don't tell your money what to do, it'll ghost you by Tuesday. That's why I tell my clients saving is not about the amount, it's about the habit. Even $50 a week for a college graduate can turn into $2,600 for the year. And after 5 years of doing just that, you have the down payment for a $450,000 home. Sounds good to me. Now, the truth about savings is that most people think saving is about cutting back. But really, savings is about setting up. It's not punishment, it's positioning. Every dollar you save is a seed. You can spend it once or plant it and watch it grow. And yet, multiple surveys, Bankrate, Forbes Advisor, and CNBC in 2024 found that over 40% of Americans have less than $1,000 saved for emergencies. About half say they've struggled to cover unexpected expenses, like car repairs, medical bills, a missed paycheck. The dream of homeownership gets delayed again and again. Now let's bring it home. Literally, if you're thinking about buying a house, your savings is your secret weapon. There's the difference between hoping and knowing you're ready. When lenders like me look at your file, we're not just looking at income, we're looking at your cash reserves too. In the mortgage industry, cash reserves are liquid assets left in your account after closing to cover mortgage payments in case of a financial hardship, a job loss. Lenders often require you to have a certain number of months worth of payments. Payments are principal, interest, taxes, and insurance in your reserves. So with that required amount, that may fluctuate depending on the loan type that you have and your overall financial profile. These funds are not used for the down payment or closing costs, but they act as a financial safety net to demonstrate the ability to continue making payments. We want to know, if life punches you in the gut, can you still get up? That's what savings represents, stability. Because let's be real, homeownership isn't cheap. You've got down payments, closing costs, moving expenses, furniture, maybe that lawnmower you swore you didn't need. But remember, it doesn't stop there. After you buy, savings becomes that safety net, your peace of mind when the furnace breaks in February or when the roof leaks in April. You can have a great credit score, solid income, even pre-approval, but without savings, you're playing financial Jenga. One bad month, that whole tower shakes. That's why I tell buyers like you, before you chase the house, build the cushion. Now let's get a little personal. Savings isn't just math, it's a mindset. It's choosing delayed gratification in a world that rewards instant everything. It's saying, not yet today, so you can say, I did it tomorrow. When you save, you're building trust within yourself. You're proving you can manage what you have. And that's the kind of energy that attracts more. Let me give you an example. One of my clients, Maria, started saving $150 every paycheck. That's it, nothing fancy. 2 years later, she had enough for earnest money and down payment for a $220,000 house. But the real transformation, she said it, not me. Dante, I didn't just save money, I built confidence within myself. She started trusting herself. That's the power of saving. It's not just numbers on a statement, it's your financial self esteem. All right, let's make this practical. How do you actually start saving without feeling broke? Here's my 3 step method that I use for myself. Step 1, automate it. Treat your savings like a bill. Pay yourself first. Because if you wait to see what's left, there never will be. Seriously, set an automatic transfer every payday. Even if it's $25, just get in the habit of doing that. Get started with something and continue to increase over time. You'll never miss what you don't see. Step 2, separate it. Keep your savings in a different account. Ideally, one you don't check daily. That separation builds discipline and reduces temptation to take the money out. One day you will take a peek and you'll see you'll have over $50,000 saved up. Step 3, name it. Give your savings a mission. Call it home fund, freedom account, rainy day, whatever gets you excited. When money has a purpose, it's easier to protect. And if you want it to go to the next level, combine saving with investing. Let your money compound while you're out living your life. Now let's talk timing. Why start now? Because the world isn't waiting. Inflation isn't waiting. Opportunity isn't waiting. Every month you delay saving, you're losing more than money. You're losing compound interest for one, and momentum. And momentum is the difference between someday and success. Saving money doesn't change your bank account. It changes your identity. It makes you calmer, less stressed, more intentional. You stop reacting to life and start designing it. Because when you have savings, you have options. You can switch jobs, take a trip, fix your car, or invest in a property without panic. And questions like, when do I buy that home? Your savings gives you the power to make that decision comfortably. Because homeownership isn't just about getting the keys, it's about keeping them. So here's your challenge this week. Open a separate savings account and fund it. It doesn't matter if it's $100 or $1,000. Just start. Then set an automatic deposit every time you get paid. Pay yourself first. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Because the truth is, wealth doesn't show up for the person who waits. It shows up for the person who prepares. So start now. Save like your future depends on it, because it really does. And when you're ready to take that next step, when you're ready to turn your savings into home ownership or an investment property, give me a call. My contact information is right over here. Remember, saving money isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. And I'll help you build the plan, the path, the keys to your next chapter. And as always, have an epic day.